Welcome back. That was Femi One featuring Trio Mio. 5 minutes to go to the top of the hour. And we're joining right now. I'm being joined by an amazing, inspirational, one of the best leading female content creators we have in the country right now. I'm talking about one and only Winfred. Kindly say hi to my gang.
Hi, cool kids. Hi, gang.
Nico na CEO of Cool Kids.
Yeah.
How's your afternoon?
Oh, amazing. Yeah, after being in this wonderful studio. Awesome. Yeah.
Glad to have you on Baze, ready to see the KE. For the first time, tutasikiza story yake, journey yake, so inspirational. Nimesoma pale online, nimeona interview zake kadhaa. She has a lot to tell us today. Keep it Baze Radio. Let's see you the KE. I'm going to come back with more. But for you, up next for you, I've got Nairobi Remix Quiz featuring Calligraph Jones. Do you have a favorite song, Abanton song?
Abanton.
What's your kind of song?
I love Nikita Kering.
Nikita?
Yeah.
Say no more.
I love Bien. Bien is my favorite Kenyan artist. Yeah.
All right. Nairobi Remix Quiz featuring Calligraph Jones. As we come back with more in the next video. I Choose You by one and only Bridget Blue featuring Calligraph Jones. Top of the hour playing on Baze radio.co.ke. 4 minutes past 3 p.m. Guys, allow me to introduce to you. I'm a big fan, by the way.
Yeah.
If you don't know.
Me too.
You are?
I'm a fan of yours.
Sema mtu kuwa humble. Hey! All right. Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time we've been looking forward to hear from visual storyteller, a digital content creator, aka known as Wixx. I respect her so much. Winfred, welcome to Baze Radio.co.ke. How's your afternoon?
My afternoon is amazing. So woke up in the morning, I was doing general cleaning, and then now I'm here with you.
Oh,
chilling.
Amazing.
Yeah. For
those that are tuning in right now, they want to hear from you. Who is really Wixx?
So Wixx. Okay, so Wixx is my nickname. My full name is Winfred Esther Nancy Wajiru Kiburu. Woo, that's a lot. But online people know me as Wixx. I am a visual storyteller, an animator, a digital content creator. Basically, a visual storyteller means I use anything that is within reach to create art.
Wow. Animator?
Yes. Animator, drawing cartoons, creating characters and animating them.
Animating them.
Yeah.
You have an inspirational story, an amazing journey, an amazing story. We want to hear it from you. You know, from being a soft engineer, kwa wale ambao wajui mtoto alienda kusoma ako na degree to a celebrated artist and an animator. What inspired you to make the leap from tech to creative world?
So I started creating when I was 13 years old, and then just create, and the only people who know are the people who are close to me. So my family, my close friends, my relatives, but never sharing it with the outside world. And then continued drawing and creating stuff without thinking much of it. I think kupokea critique si rahisi, like mtu kukuambia kitu nafanya si all that. I think at the time ingeni break sana. So nikaanza kujikompare na watu. So mi nilikuwa na meet mtu anafanya business administration na anakaa poa. Naambia mom, what's up? Do you mind paying for me? Nini. I do it. I meet someone doing human resource management and they look like they're well off. Always comparing myself. Again, my mom comes through. And this whole time, my mom keeps telling me, see, you just do art. Like, you're really good at it. But I'm like, hey, apana. Like, that's like the one thing sikutaka mtu aguze. We niambie vile ninakaa, vile natembea, lakini usiguze kuniambia ati yangu si poa. So ended up doing computer science because my sister was a software engineer and she was doing so well, like alikuwa na Excel kabisa. So did computer science, ended up being a software engineer. Worked for some time, and then I was like, see Mimi. But before I switched to art, my mom had told me on her last days, like, after someone knows they're about to pass, she had cancer. So she'll call each of us in her room and tell us her last words. So I think I've told this story so many times before, but her last words to me were, the day you'll stop chasing other people's dreams and stop comparing yourself to other people, that's the day you'll become the best version of yourself. And yeah, now we started talking about art and everything. And then after that, she passed on. So for some time after she's passed on, it really weighed heavily in my heart, because I was like, what? As in, time yote hakuna mtu alikuwa ananiambia, like, it's taken my mom to tell me, and on her last days, like, hata naanzia wapi? And at the time, I'd look at artists and think, how do you make money? Because you've taken hours and hours to create one portrait, and then it could take ages for someone to be able to understand the message you're trying to pass on with the art, and then they buy the art. So good thing in 2020 COVID hit. And by this time, my depression ilikuwa imeenda low. I was like, and I had quit my job. My husband was like, imagine, see worth it, because I used to get to work at 4 a.m. I used to leave home at 4 a.m. so that I get to work. We used to live far from Nairobi, and the office was in Westlands. So toka home at 4 a.m. and then fika jobo. So you work from 8, and then sometimes I'll even extend. So by the time I'm finishing whatever I'm supposed to be, not really finishing, because I mean computer science and coding. So I finish work at like 11. By the time I'm getting home, it's like nikatu time ya kulala, hata tuseme kunap, kuoga, kuamka, kujitayarisha kutoka. It was a lot. And coding in school and coding out here, Aki, there's a difference. There's a big difference. So yeah, quit work, and then now COVID hit, and then started sharing my work out there. Wow. It was scary.
I'm sorry for your loss.
It's okay.
May God grant you whatever you want to achieve. I know it's been a journey.
Amen.
We're coming back with more in the next year, but for now, keep it Baze radio.co.ke. Heartbreaker Wakadinali now playing on Baze radio.co.ke. It's Kama Kawaida Kagwe Mungai featuring Mayonde Fenagitu Mudoni, the drama queen. 20 minutes past 3 p.m. and we are live on Baze radio.co.ke. If you're tuning right now, niko na one and only wanamuita creative geek. Ama sijui nimekosea mahali. How did you manage to describe yourself as a creative geek with your unique style of approach to your work?
So creative geek comes from, I think, for anyone to be able to decipher the message I'm passing with my craft, it takes some level of intellectual, tuseme nini, IQ kidogo lazima. Saa zingine you create and you don't know if people will understand the message you're trying to pass on. So anyone, me creating, I'm a creative geek. Anyone watching and understanding the message I'm trying to pass on is also a creative geek.
Oh.
As well as a cool kid. Cool kid kwanza, then creative geek.
Jina cool kid sana. What? I need to understand your creative process.
Yeah.
How do you create content?
So first things first is coming up with an idea.
Okay.
So sometimes I come up with the idea solo. Sometimes I have a team. So Wixx Studios is made up of 10 people. So sometimes I have this team that we sit down and brainstorm together. We are like, okay, so especially if it's client content. If it's individual content, that one solo, I come up with the ideas. If it's client content, like I have to run it with the team, then discuss, client atakuwa satisfied, pass on whatever message client anataka. Then from there, most of the times So do you want for the client ama yangu?
Okay, we can do this. We will focus more on your content.
On my
because
content.
For the client to understand, sometimes you have to wait for client to approve.
To approve it for client,
That's
it's a lot.
stressful.
Yeah, and you have to do a storyboard, draw So from my end, after that, I start drawing like the drawings frame by frame. I do the traditional animation where kama cartoon ni 30 seconds, that means we normally work with 30 frames per second. So kama cartoon ni 30 seconds, inamaanisha itakuwa na 30 times 30, 900 frames. So I do the drawing and then the team will help me to color. Kama kuna vitu za kukata, they'll help kata. And then I have a videographer and an editor. While starting, I was solo. 2020, 2021, 2022, I was solo till 2023 March. So I used to do all this by myself, and then my hand would fura, and then have to go online and tell people I'm taking a break from creating because mkono imefura sasa nitafanya nini. But now with a team it's easy because as I draw, there's someone shading, there's someone cutting, there's someone to shoot, edit. And then after that we watch the content as the team and see if guys will understand it, and then now post it online for the cool kids.
I don't know how it's easy for you to blend, the animation part, the digital creation part, alafu ongeze some architecture, some artistic things hapo. So unique.
Oh, bless. Thank you.
It's so
asante.
Because to you create a unique content, as you mentioned earlier, it's very hard for someone to digest, But how's been the journey so far?
Starting out, it was so hard. So 2020, because I have zero knowledge about how the industry works. Like you see people going viral and you're like, you see hata mimi naweza. So because I'm super shy, I never used to show my face. So I'll just create, just my hands. You just see my hands, and then as I create, right now I'm wearing many rings, but when I'm creating, I remove all the rings, so people just see my hands. I remember there's even one time on Twitter, someone commented, this boy is really doing great stuff. I was like, it's because glue eats into my fingers, anyway. So I never even used to put my name on my art. So I'll just create, na edit haraka kwa simu, I post it. And then I remember there's even one time Walter, my husband, and I saw one of my videos on TV. We were like, Allah. So we started writing to every big person we know that has shared, please, do you mind giving credit on the video? It's really going to boost me. So you've done the work, like Ojalala wiki mbili kido creating, and then now you're here begging people to credit you, na niju haukuweka jina yako. I think if there's a creator out there listening, please put your name on your work. Usiogope. So and then after that 2020 created, and then no pay bill, no nothing, so hata pesa ingi. Remember nimequit job. So right now it's my husband supporting us ndo hiyo COVID. And then on 12th December, it's Jamhuri Day. I was like, nice. I'll do rice art. So I went, bought rice, a lot of rice. Then nikaikala asubuhi. I didn't know it was going to take long. So bought food color, nikaikala, nikaiweka nje kwa jua. So I'm waiting for it to kauka. After imekauka, nikaipanga the Kenyan flag without the shield. Nikaizipanga hizo colors. And then I was solo home. I set up the camera, started recording slow-mo. Nikarusha rice. Just when I'm about to post, my husband gets home. And I'm like, ona hii video sinipoa. Mind you, by this time it's 2:30. So na hii ni video moja. If you don't post it on Jamhuri Day, ngoja madaraka huko. So the following year. So I show him the video and he's like, isi flag ya Kenya. I'm like, what do you mean? what do you mean? He's like, but the Kenyan flag has a shield on it. This one doesn't have a shield on it. It's okay, you can post. Remember, I'm not so good with critique. And the thing with art is lazima uzoe critique. Lazima, there's no other way. Anyway, so I pick up the rice, nikaanza kuchora, nikarab ile shield nkwa nimechora, ile flag nkwa nimechora kwa canvas. I only have one canvas. By the time hata nimefura, he picks up the camera, starts recording me. Nikichora shield, nikipangia hiyo rice, niko, oh my god, it's taking so much time. Akaniambia hata nitakushoot. So by the time we are shooting, it's like uko 6. So I rusha the rice, ilitokea poa kidu, ilitokea poa. Na hii sasa hii time, like people now sasa lazima waone uso yangu, cause how else would I throw? So ilitokea poa. My husband helped me to edit. He's actually the one who taught me how to edit. He used to be a photographer, videographer. So akaandika Wixx Mangutha hapo mwisho. As per usual, nikipost niko narushanisha simu, cause iyo frustration ya it's taken you so long to create content and then you post it alafu ipate engagement. I posted it na nikaisahau kabisa. Ikaenda viral overnight. I saw it.
I was so happy for it. We're gonna come back to that. I don't know if that's the viral video. One of your viral video.
That's the first one that went viral.
All right, we're gonna pick from that in the next video. But for now, no stress. Mangutha featuring Trio Mio playing on Baze Radio to CKE. If you have an exclusive question to Ango, feel free. My WhatsApp number is open on 0716250933. No stress. Mangutha featuring Trio Mio. It's a Monday. We don't need to stress ourselves. I believe so. It's a brand new week. How do you stay motivated when the week starts?
I think Monday. So at our office over lunch we normally play games. I think Mondays you can't miss. Also at the office Monday is ugali kuku. So that's great motivation to go to work.
So it's the best day to come to your office.
Aki, for real.
You've mentioned earlier on about your hardworking husband.
Yes.
He has been very supportive to your journey. I believe it's the right time. Maybe we should remind him how grateful.
Yeah. So he's really shikiliad me. Like when 2020, when there was no work, he was the one holding us down. He's the one who taught me how to shoot, to edit. He's an architect, so that means he's also an artist. So he's a great critic of my work. I think there are different type of managers. Kuna X manager, the Y manager. I think it's the Y who is not a micromanager. Like social skills zake ziko poa, anajua communicate with the employees. I think he's that type. For me, I normally panic. Like kwanza kama kuna deadlines nini, so ni rahisi kupeleka team vyo, but yo tutuliza vizuri. Relax. So relax ini. It's okay, itakuwa sawa. Tutamiti deadline. Yeah. Like he's really come through sana, and this year actually we started working together. In May. No, he's still an architect and still an artist, but now we started doing interior design together, which is going really well. Yeah, so super grateful to him for holding us down.
We're very grateful to one of your managers as well. Big up what you're doing. So inspiring to many. Of course, with the kind of content you create, you've managed to reach out to young girls. They always want to get to know how to do things. They want to get into tech. Some of them are going uni. How do you feel about this? Apart from now the recognition you've received, the awards you've won before.
I think being a blessing to, if you can be a blessing to anyone, it's always nice. Because I remember starting out, mi nikikuwa wewe mtu wa una mind kunitag, please tunaweza meet, uniambia how the industry works. Like when companies started coming through, they'll ask for rate card, and you're like, rate card, yo ni nini, nitaanzia wapi, like nita charge how much? Yeah, my first gig I charged very low for 8 videos. Nearly under quote vibaya kido. So I mean, there's kuna time tu mtu need tu mtu akumu-encourage nini. So for me, I normally say mentorship doesn't have to be kila time mna meet, mnaongea. You sharing your life online, sometimes it's how you walk, how you talk, ina-inspire watu. So wherever you can be a blessing, mkipatana sawa, msipo yenye unaweza share online, hata kama ni kureply DMs. I really try to reply to my DMs and my comments, cause najua huyo mtu take time kuwatch hiyo video, kuidecipher, na a comment, na shukuru sana. So even the team that I have right now, my dream, my hope is to have this big animation studio in Kenya. Ifike time yenye tukiuliza the kids in Africa, who's your favorite animator, they mention, ama favorite cartoon, they mention cartoons that are made in Africa, made in Kenya. You get? So with that, I've started a small team. Actually, right now I'm with one of my Wixx studio team members. It comes from going to uni, seeing what people are doing, then them coming to the studio as interns first before employees. Pole pole tu tutenda tukigrow na team ikigrow.
I want to big up to Wixx team, by the way.
Yeah,
you have the honor to mention the names.
Okay, so thank you. I'll start with Tamara, because she's here. There's Humphrey. I know they're the studio listening. They have tuned in. There's Humphrey, there's Davy. Oh, let me mention Walter. Yeah, there's Ian, there's Alice, there's Noni. There are 2 Davies. There's Davy, our accountant. Who else? Oh, there's Bandy. There's Miles. yeah.
All of them.
Yeah, I think iko sawa.
Thank you so much for always being supportive to Wixx, by the way. We're so proud of you guys. I know you're listening right now. Make sure anytime you feel like energy kameshuka kidogo, tune in on Baze Radio.co.ke. I've seen you've created time to reply some DMs. The time I saw your Insta story, you've been replying to DMs. That is very, very inspiring, because you create time to respond to your family. Those are your family. As well, I want to pick from you, what advice will you give to a young woman looking to break into creative tech space or following their passion in art? You're going to answer that in the next show. But for now, I've got Niwewe Kili featuring Harmonize playing on Baze Radio.co.ke. Welcome back. It seems my producer wants us to go to the Christmas festive season. Wacha niuliza hapa Wixx, swali rahisi sana. Is it the right time sahi kuweka Christmas tree kwa nyumba?
Yeah. I think for me,
Ama unaanza na lights kwanza alafu ndio
they normally say November 1st. Ndo siku ya kuset up Christmas tree. So ataka ijaenda umechelewa kidogo, but ieke.
Lakini mtu akuja kwako, imagine sahi apate Christmas tree. Honestly, utamwambia nini? Utamwambia ni watoi, utamwambia ni watoi, unajua wanapenda kucheza na balloon.
Hapana. But ni ya kila mtu. I think it's even like a feeling. It's the vibe it brings in the house. Okay, me I don't set up, but I really admire people who take time. Unaenda nanunua Christmas tree. My only worry is how do you store it after? Unaiweka chini ya bed.
The official one? Anadhani watu wanagawa.
Nataka ni real uende kutafuta tree hunting. That's a bit hectic.
It's hectic, by the way. But kuna watu wana cherish, by the way. Of course. We're going to the festive season. From next month, I'll be running a campaign for you guys. We'll be hitting the roads. We'll be coming to ground. We'll be coming to your mtaa to give away, to give back to the society. Aside from that, now, earlier on, I've mentioned to you something. I've asked you if you could give an advice to a young woman, someone looking to break into the tech world.
Tech world only.
Creative tech space.
Creative
tech space.
So I think
follow your passion, huh?
I think go for it. I know people normally say like just do it, just start, but kusema ukweli haba na haba inajaza hiyo kibaba for real. Like start small. Is it coding? Jua kucode kusema, I think ya kila mtu anza ni hello world ama hi Wixx, hi unajua, then challenge uingie next, then next hivyo kidogo. The same for creative. That idea you have, unajiambia sasa hii nani atasikiza, nani atanini, like imagine you haujui watu wangapi watarelate. So you just start small. Hata simu anza na yenye uko nayo. Usifeel pressure ya watu kama ni nguo. Like I remember until I think 2022 ikianza, I used to get pressure because now I'm in the public space, not to rudi yangu. But I mean, ndo maana kuna sabuni. Fua hiyo nguo, irudie.
Uko kama mimi narudia.
So anza, usikwe too tough on yourself. We enda tu. Pole enda to. And when you find a team, a crew that supports you, be it your friends, be it fellow people who are in the same space, do it. For me, I used to send my content to people and be like, do you mind sharing? Nikianza, and after sasa nimejua kuweka jina yangu. Juu sasa nimeweka jina, sasa simshare pia vile to maintain. So yeah, share with people to share. Usiogope kuambia watu your story. Yeah.
Wow. I'll tell you this. You'll be among the few in the digital space.
Yeah.
Believe me when I tell you this. Because your uniqueness, your support, you're very genuine and you're very aggressive.
Thank you.
So I live to see in the next generation of digital content creators. Now, this brings me, my question to you is that where do you see yourself in the next few, any exciting projects coming up?
So last year at time like now I went for an interview and I said 2024 is the year. The year I'll do a live event, but guys, life adulting. So I sitaki to put a date on it or anything. Na rest kwa mkono ya Mungu. But the plan is to share now my craft live. Like hata kama tutamit, like get to share the knowledge I have on being a visual storyteller, share some of my art with you guys. Maybe even come up with merchandise. Imagine if schools started using pencils written Wixx. Like that would be so cool. And art sketch pads. Yeah, so that's where I'm heading, as well as the big studio. That's what I'm working towards.
Inshallah.
Yeah.
Everything possible. It's just a matter of time.
But yeah.
All right. Laid You Down, Nikita Kering featuring Kemena. Up next for you, Nikita Kering featuring Kemena. 53 minutes past 3 p.m. I've got less than 7 minutes to the top of the hour. But before we wind up this conversation with Wixx Cool Kid, wacha tusikie kama kuna dream collaboration. Do you believe, by the way, in collaboration?
Yes. So I started collaborating. I think immediately I got into the industry. I remember the first person I met after the video went viral. So actually, Safaricom, I keep saying Safaricom really came through for me. So after the video went viral on 12th December, then I was like, pole na wapatia backstory. Then I was like, how come like hakuna mtu ana reach out? I thought mtu akigo viral my jobs zina come through. Then January 7th, I get a call from a lady. Her name is Irene. She was like, oh my God, unajua vile nimekutafuta. I was like, umenitafuta ako. Are you down to do Safaricom Blaze? I was like, what do you mean if I'm down? They were the first people to they sent me a contract. I was like, Allah, hadi wanalipa. So thank you so much for that. So from that, I met Crazy Kena during Safaricom Blaze 2021 edition. From then, we've been really good friends, collaborating, giving each other ideas. We meet for some brainstorm sessions. Ama to call out each other. By the way, umenyamaza, what's up with you? Nini mbaya online? Post. Yeah, so then now working working with brands, collaborating with different creators. So I really believe in collaborations. The one collaboration nikipata nitakuwa, oh my God, there's a guy called Wixx. If you don't know Wixx, Gawx, he's mostly a YouTuber, but you can find him on Instagram as well. His work, he's an artist. The way he creates, the way he edits, so good. There's also a guy called Christoph Niemann. He's a German. He works for the magazine New Yorker. Ako tu sa nikapata hao wawili kido. Bellissima.
Have you tried to reach out to them? Have you sent them?
Yes, Wixx and I talk on Instagram. Christoph Niemann, just liking his work, nini. Yeah. Also, he's a bit old, so sijui can't amfikia. Plus, he's really a family man, and he's so busy. He's in Germany, New York, but I'll reach out. But yeah, I follow his work sana.
To your amazing fans, family and friends, they've been supportive to you. I want to word to them. Then where can we support you? Where can someone reach out to you in regards to maybe business partnership?
Yeah. To my family, my friends, like kila mtu, my husband, aki asanteni sana. Like kuna kazi zingine bila support system ya watu online. I know we haven't met. Saa zingine tu ni DM ama sauti, but asanteni sana. Like when ukiekele hiyo post na unaona watu wana relate na after ujalala saa zingine 3 months, asanteni sana. The support goes a long way. The brands that come through pia asanteni sana for giving me creative freedom. Si rahisi kido. Saa ingine una createa mtu video na complain. By the way, I've never sijairudishwa video nikaambiwa hii video si mzuri, create ingine. Asanteni sana. Where can people reach me? They can reach me on Instagram at Wixx, WIXX_Mangutha, MANGUTHA. So I go by Wixx Mangutha on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook. Though Facebook najaribu ndo nimeanza. And on YouTube, yeah, I started vlogging just to make people understand what my day looks like. So you can also find me on YouTube at Wixx_. No, YouTube ni Wixx Mangutha, kuna mambo za underscore.
Someone who want to understand this, do you get time to rest? What do you do on your off day?
Hey, we rest when we find time, but sometimes fatigue hits. So najikuta tu crash kabisa for 3 days. But right now I'm at a place where I'm really taking care of my body, my mind, because mind ikiwa messed up utakreatea watu nini. So I go for physiotherapy twice a month. Started engaging my team also to be going for physio, because when you create, kazi tu ni kukaa umeinama, mgongo inauma. So yeah, do physiotherapy, then rest when I can. I really take my Sundays seriously. Our office, we take our Sundays seriously sana.
No calls.
Kukula vizuri. That's why my prayer was when I start a studio, tuanze kukula kwa studio. Ni inaka pesa nyingi but si nyingi. Unajua hiyo mnanunua vitu in bulk, mnakula poa. Mchele dengu, ugali nini, msishinde mkikula chips. Ni rahisi sana mshinde mkula junk. So that helps. Yeah, pia uchoki sana. Ukikula junk sana unachoka.
All right. Thank you so much. You've had it from Wixx. Amazing.
Thank you.
Storyteller.
Thank you for having me. Kido, you are one amazing presenter. I really, really admire how you interview people, the way it's professional. Keep going. Sasa tupatane hadi US tuko
I'll be looking forward to that, because next year I want to go to the United States of America.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Tutapatana for sure. For sure.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you
so much for always accepting to come to, for accepting our invite as well.
Yeah.
To your team. Your husband, I wish you guys all the best.
Thank you.
To yourself, I want you to achieve more and more and more. Wishing you all the best.
Thank you.
God bless you.
God
Happy festive
bless you.
season. Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you as well.
Sawa.
Thank you so much to my Baze Radio gang. We're gonna link up in the next few, but for now, Extra Pressure Benso featuring B and Aime.
This is Baze Radio.
We are 254 to the core.